What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this second episode review and breakdown, unscripted, off-the-cuff spoiler review of the Book of Boba Fett episode 2. Now, it seems I was in the minority enjoying the first episode. I absolutely adored it. I'm loving these dual timelines we're getting. Well, there's two suns on Tatooine, so we're getting two timelines. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry for that. But episode 2 really does progress this story forward in both timelines. So we start off with pretty much a whole continuation of last week. Fennec has actually caught one of the Orders of the Night Wind, and they have, well, at least they say they were sent by the mayor. I really did like this torture scene and the kind of cheeky banter or kind of the sort of playfulness that Fennec and Boba have with this assassin is really funny, as they're like, we're not going to talk. They're not going to talk. Dude, they're not going to talk until they suggest going and sending him to the Rancor. Straight away, he absolutely sings, which was really, really funny to watch. And they take him to the mayor, who has mugged them off. Now, that was really, really cool. The practical effects on the Ithorian was so cool to see, and I really did enjoy seeing that. Of course, Boba's doing things differently. He says that he has the claim to Hutt's empire. Of course, it is tenuous, and the mayor and everyone else seems to disrespect him, but that is because the cousins of Jabba have arrived to actually take over. So they've said that they have claim, but this leads to a very, very tense standoff between the Hutts and Fennec and Boba. Boba, he is a badass. He will, stand his ground and threaten to kill them until the Hutts stood down. So they would have to go more clandestine. And, well, it seems like the mayor may have been working for these Hutts themselves. Of course, having a new player in town, someone who's doing things differently, will not be that good for this mayor, who is there by the grace of the Daimo. So that is an interesting one. Now, the one criticism I have would be for this show is that the kind of timelines, the flashbacks, are a bit lopsided. This whole flashback part did feel like it could be its whole own episode, and I wonder if they could have maybe extended the season and possibly had flashback episodes here and there, but that would then lead to an inconsistent show. But we have a big threat coming for our boy Boba. Now, interestingly, there is a Wookie. And, well, of course, everyone loves a Wookiee, but who is this Wookiee? Now, fans of the comics, which have been silently or in the background building up a lot of canon to be sent into the main show, or the main franchise, is very, very cool. Of course, we notably had the legacy kind of books, and then they've slowly been adding stuff back in, but this Wookiee is Black K. I'm not going to try and absolutely butcher his name, but he is a that's the wrong term. He is actually a bounty hunter Wookiee, who in the comics, Obi-Wan said that he brought shame to Kashyyyk and brought shame to his people doing what he's done, but it is very, very curious because he was actually working for someone called Darth Vader. Yes, while Boba Fett was sent to take Luke Skywalker by Vader, this Wookiee here was sent on his own mission, and he was also involved later with someone called Dr. Aphra, who is a huge fan favourite character. She is fantastic. She's a kind of space archaeologist, to absolutely really put this into reductive terms, into a real simple synopsis of that character. But she is a superb character, and she actually worked or kind of employed Black K here to do her bidding, leading to some big debts. So we have to wonder if she will appear in this show at some point. Yes, she more than likely will do. And it seems like we are getting some very, very big groundwork for some huge comic-based Easter eggs and also other Easter eggs. Now, in the flashback, we're getting the Tusken Raiders kind of fleshed out a lot more. We saw them in The Mandalorian quite a lot, but we also had them, or at least I said last week, I thought it was interesting that he is going to train with them, and a lot of you said that's not going to happen, but seemingly it has. He is in the past, so after the Sarlacc pit, after Return of the Jedi, he went on to actually train with them, and it seems like they are downtrodden. They are being shot at by the caravans, the space trains here on Tatooine, of the trains in the Wild West shooting at buffalo, shooting at Native Americans, only for them to kind of try and take back their land, which here Boba Fett is doing and helping them heavily to take back what is theirs. However, we have a solo Easter egg here, as it turns out that this train is carrying spice. If you have seen Solo, A Star Wars Story, which I absolutely loved, by the way, I don't know why it gets so much hate, well, that all focused around getting spice from the mines, from involving Kessel, the Kessel Run and everything like that. Well, that also involved a group called the Crimson Dawn, who were part of the Shadow Collective. The Shadow Collective was a group of crime organisation or syndicates that were controlled by Darth Maul. So with that in mind, we probably will see the continuation of that kind of, not post-credit scene, but the end scene in Solo, where the character Kira, played by Emilia Clarke, was told to come to where Darth Maul is and come to see him, which is very, very interesting and very, very exciting, as these people seem to be part of the Crimson Dawn, and we have waited so long to hear any continuation of that story, because I really did like that story. And we obviously, of course, had the Crimson Dawn, the Shadow Collective, featured heavily over in the Clone Wars. That story was done, and Darth Maul's story was also done in the Twin Sens episode of Rebels, where he was killed, finally, by Obi-Wan. So it's going to be very curious to see where this goes next. Of course, it's a very slow burner show, which I do not mind, because I'm having a lot of fun. Admittedly, the whole kind of heist, the Wild West ride was taken a bit too long, but I'm enjoying the show nonetheless, because it really is a total fun to watch. But that is it for this video, just a kind of off the cuff, off the script here. There's so many ridiculous Easter eggs in this episode. I wish I had more time to bring you all of them. But that is it. I'll see you soon, and goodbye.